What's up, guys? So today on this video, what we're going to do is cover the second part of avoiding the objections that you're going to hear at the end of your pitch and your proposal. Once you've presented the price and you hear that, I really just got to think about it. I got to call my brother. I got to call my sister's cousin. Her friend across the street as a brother that knows all about this stuff, right? So in the second part, we're going to cover what's probably more important than the first part that I covered. The second part, okay, are you ready, guys? The second part is build trust with your customer. Now, how do you do that? A lot of people are going to tell you you build trust with your customer by finding commonalities, right? If you see a bunch of golf plaques or golf pictures on the walls and you start talking about, hey, I see you like golf. Yeah, I got a 3 handicap, and all of a sudden now, what you don't realize is now you're competing with the homeowner about your love for the game and who loves it more, who's better, right? Or maybe you don't even realize that you're competing for it, and that's just what's happening in the back of the guy's mind. He's looking at you like a schmuck. Who are you? I don't want to hear about your ideas on the golf game. Same thing goes with your kids. Now, if you find out that they have kids and you start talking about your kids, is your daughter on the soccer team? My daughter's on the soccer team, and all of these things that you think you're building rapport with, but really you're doing the exact opposite. There's only three things that's going to keep a homeowner from buying from you, okay? The first thing is they don't like you or they don't trust you. The second thing is they don't like your price. And the third thing is they just may not like your process. And that's totally fine. But those are the only real 3 things that you should be worried about in terms of why somebody isn't buying. In a perfect world, you want to narrow that down to just one thing, and that one thing is price. But building trust is going to be one of the best ways that you can avoid getting to that end result and them saying, I got to think about it, okay? There's 3 ways you can build trust, okay? First, just be human. You know, when you start sticking to scripts and go word for word verbatim to a script, and you come off as with commission breath and you don't really communicate with them like they're a human being, like they're your neighbor. You want to talk to people like they're your peer or they're your neighbor or somebody that you know for a while, and just be human, okay? Number 2 is going to be just be yourself. Just be yourself. We got some people walking by here, but just be yourself. No matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, just be who you are. People can smell bullshit from a mile away, so just be sure to try your darndest to avoid pretending like you're somebody that you're not, and just be yourself. And then the third and last way to earn trust with a potential customer, or you may even call them a prospect, but the third and final way to earn someone's trust is going to be own the facts, okay? So what do I mean by own the facts? What I mean by that is, say the customer says, hey, John, your price is almost double the last estimate I got. Own it. You know, Susan, you're right. We are a little bit more than the rest of our competition. We can't price ourselves alongside some of these other guys in the industry. So yeah, the end result is we're a little bit more than everybody else. Or they say, hey, John, you've got a couple bad reviews. Can you explain those? Yeah, you're absolutely right. We do have a few bad reviews, but last year we did about 500 jobs, and unfortunately, when you're that one person out of 100 that something comes up, it's not good for anybody. But the fact is that 99% of everybody that does business with us walks away happy. The job goes as expected. And okay, so there's ways to own the facts and then use those facts to support your position. Don't try to justify things. Don't try to make excuses. Just say, yeah. And this is the reason that these things are what they are. So there you have it, guys. 3 ways to build trust. Take it or leave it. Go into a home confident. Just be yourself. Be human. Talk to them like they're a peer or your neighbor. And own the facts. Don't try to make excuses. And that will that will dwindle down that I need to think about it objection at the end.